Usually that's about 22, 23. And of course that check engine light appeared right there. Now after driving it for about 10-15 minutes, the engine temps are normal right now. It's about 80 degrees right now, but there's a really subtle idle feeling, and this isn't normal. You know, I mean, you can tell, you know, your truck, but it's a very subtle idle that's actually kind of sort of shaking the truck just a little bit. Not too bad, but sometimes it's worse than others. So the Duramax is acting really strange. So I'm gonna explain to you guys what's going on. I'm gonna bear my humility right here, and anytime I have an issue with any one of my trucks, I'm always gonna make a YouTube video on it and explain to you guys what I found, how I fixed the problem, and maybe something you guys should consider. All right, so we're trying to get the red truck ready for the truck meet in Indiana. It's not mine. I just heard there's a gigantic, world's largest truck meet going on, and it's only a couple hours away, so figured I might as well go ahead and get the truck ready to go. Unfortunately, I had to cancel my truck show because of all the craziness going on right now. But anyways, that's besides the point. We're trying to get the truck ready. It's going to be a few hour drive. But what led me to this video right here is a buddy of mine. I gave him my truck, my Duramax. You guys remember that truck. And it was about an hour away. And when I finally got there, the truck was acting ridiculous. I was letting the truck sit and idle for a little bit, and the RPM was just jumping up and down. But what was really interesting is the coolant temp sense was showing that I was about 170, and then when I'd stop I'd be at about 230, 240, so it just made zero sense. I plugged in my scan tool when I got home and found a high voltage circuit for the ECT, or the engine coolant temperature sensor, which is located right on the thermostat housing. I just find it interesting that a sensor will throw your engine off that much. And you know, of course I'm not pulling a trailer now. Everything seems pretty good. No real issues, but I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna replace this ECT sensor, and again, I'll show you guys exactly how to do that, as well as the pigtail that connects to the actual sensor. And I did get butt connectors for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and install all this. Hopefully we don't have any more issues. We'll see if this fixes the problem. But I've had this issue before. I replaced these, and what ended up happening, what I'm thinking, is the actual connectors got bad over time, over the years. So alright, so right here is the ECT sensor, and this is what we're going to be replacing. So what I did here, guys, and this is what I'm going to be replacing as well. So yeah, check it out. I did this a while ago. I did this repair a few years ago, and I'm guessing that either failed or down there failed. You good?
Mm-hmm. So how do you feel?
But I should have considered that because, well, there's no pressure now. Because I was just driving the truck. Luckily I was wearing sunglasses. Alright. Man, that shot everywhere. Alright, now we're going to install the new one. Very simple. Obviously you're just going to plug it in and tighten it up. Alright, so I'll just mark this one as going to the gray wire. I guess the only way to know is to put a little piece of tape on it or something. I can't do this backwards. Trust me, if you install this backwards, you're going to know. Alright. So I'm just going to test it just to make sure that everything's connected. I have the key turned over. Let's see what happens here. Alright, before I heat this up, this shrink right here, we're reading 10 volts. Truck is off. But what we do know is that there's enough juice going to it, to this connector, so that's a good sign. I did loosen this up just to get around that. It was in the way. Alright, we are good to go. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this wire loom around this just to protect it a little bit more. But let's go ahead and turn the key, get it started, and see what happens. Sometimes when I shook this around like that, the engine would act funny. It's not doing it now, so that's a good sign. All right, forgive the noise, guys. Let's get through this really quick here. All right, so it's showing that my glow plug number 6 is bad, which I already knew. No big deal. And then here's my engine coolant temp, high input right there. And that's what we just fixed. We installed a new sensor as well as the harness itself. And then again, you know, glow plug circuit. I'm gonna replace those glow plugs anyways, no big deal. And then of course your ECT sensor. We're gonna go ahead and clear the codes. And when I did this last time, it showed right back up. We'll see if it fixed the problem. And there it goes, it turned off completely. But what I do know is that when I deleted the code, it came right back on with the truck running and everything, and now it didn't. So it's a good indication that what we just did there fixed our problem. So very, very exciting. A couple buddies of mine, especially Rustbelt Mechanic, you guys may have heard of him. He works on vehicles all day long, that's his job. And I asked him the same question. He told me it's very common for an engine to run rough if your ECT sensor is bad, because then of course it's just throwing it all off. Okay, so that'll do it for this video today. I hope we learned something. I hope that we've learned that when you remove a ECT sensor, that the engine is cool before you pull it out so it doesn't explode and go inside of your mouth, and then you got to clean your face and hands and you're drenched in coolant. So you guys remember that video I talked about? I got a brand new paint job, body guy. He did the best he could, but I should have replaced that fender. I should have replaced that panel. But unfortunately, the rust started to come through. Now it's eating away at this paint. The rest of the truck, though, however, looks amazing. You know, the frame looks great. Everything looks awesome on this truck right here. The detail's great. Of course, there's a little bit of scratches over the years, or over the year that I've had this paint job. But overall, it looks good. So I'm going to replace that panel, but I was thinking about putting wheel flares on there just to protect everything. I know what you guys are going to say in the comments. It's probably going to destroy it. I pulled out some old wheel flares that I had in the shed. I have a set of clean ones right here, and these are really dirty. I actually put some bug remover, tar remover stuff on it, and I'm going to go ahead and clean those up and probably repaint them. But I was thinking about scuffing them up, primer, paint them a nice high gloss black or something like that, and put them on the truck. Just temporary purposes. Of course, I got to replace this fender right here. But you guys let me know in the comments. This is just my thinking. There's a lot of you guys that watch the channel. Maybe you guys may have a better opinion on this one. But I didn't want to roll up to this truck meet looking like that. So you guys let me know. Or should I just let it ride since everybody knows about that fender anyways? So you guys let me know in the comments what I should do there. I still have a few more key tags left. Make sure you guys check that out. I'll leave the link in the description below. Make sure you guys use my coupon code TruckMaster. I got t-shirts, stickers, all kinds of stuff. And if you guys are interested in going on down there to Indiana June 27th, but it's in a big, gigantic mall parking lot. So I'm not orchestrating this thing. I just heard there's the world's largest truck meet going on, and I thought, you know what, since everything else is canceled, why not get the truck ready? It's only a couple hours away. I'll go ahead and head down there. Myself, Rustbelt Mechanic, Mitchell, my brother-in-law, we're all going to go down there, and I don't know, it'll be a good time. Hopefully I can see you guys out there. But that's it. That's all the time that I have. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Make sure you guys subscribe. Continue to follow the builds. Stay tuned.